If you're new to strength training and are unsure of what to do to get started, but know that you want to burn fat and gain muscle, then this video is for you. Today, I'm taking you through an effective full body workout that you could do with just dumbbells, either at home or in the gym. This is the second day of a 3-day program that I designed for you to follow over the next 4 weeks. And I'm going to put the link to the first video in the description below so that you have everything that you need to feel better and look better within 4 weeks. Without further ado, let's get into the warm-up. We're going to start our warm-up off with some leg lowers. During this movement, you want to keep your lower back in contact and press down through the floor. You're going to take in a big inhale through your nose and slowly lower one of your heels to the floor and exhale as you pull that leg back up. If this is a little too challenging on your lower back or core muscles, then you could place a strap around your non-moving leg and complete all reps on one side before moving to the other side. Next, we have cat-cows. You're going to take in a big inhale as you curve your lower back, drop your belly down, and bring your gaze towards the ceiling. You're then going to exhale as you tuck your tailbone, pulling your belly button towards your spine, and drop your head. These adductor rocks are going to help you stretch your inner thigh muscles. Like the name hints, you're going to rock your hip back to your heels as you extend the other leg out, trying to keep it straight the whole movement. I like to pause for a second or two as I bring my hip to my heel. On your last rep of adductor rocks, I want you to keep your hip on your heel and really feel that inner thigh stretch while we work on some mobility of the upper back. I'm going to place my right hand down in front of the leg that's kneeling, put my left hand behind my head, and try to rotate my left elbow as far back towards the wall behind me as I can without lifting my hip off of my heel or my hand from the back of my head. You're then going to repeat that on the other side. Next, we have half kneeling ankle rocks. We're going to bring our leg out to about a 45-degree angle and make sure that our ankle is slightly behind our knee like mine is here. So my knee is not directly above my ankle. You're then going to use your arm to help guide your knee towards the tip of your toes without lifting your heel off of the ground. This movement will stretch out the inside of the thigh a bit more and provide a great calf stretch. Now we're going to move on to our dynamic warm-up to help get our heart rates up. You could skip this step if you'd rather walk on a treadmill, walk outside, or do some other form of moderate intensity cardio for like 5 to 10 minutes. For the eccentric body squats, you want to take 4 to 5 seconds to get to the bottom of your squat. So we're moving slowly, feeling our muscles work, and then pausing for a half second as we get to the lowest point of our squat, and then we come up nice and quick. Next, we have a single leg reach. You want to keep a slight bend in the working leg or the leg that does not lift off the ground. You're then going to reach forward, kicking your heel back towards the room behind you, which allows you to drop your chest down towards the floor. If you need to regain your balance between reps by placing your foot lightly on the floor, that's totally fine. Next, we have inchworms. You're going to walk your hands out until you are in a high plank position, then start to walk your toes up to your hands as much as you can before you restart and move on to your next rep. Lastly, you'll complete 20 seconds of butt kicks. You want to literally kick your own butt with your heels, hence the name butt kick. First, we have lateral bounds. If right off the bat you're like, no way, I cannot do this, don't worry, I have a substitution for you guys that I'll show you soon. Okay, so for these bounds, you want to pretend like you're jumping up and over a rainbow, basically. So I'm trying to jump nice and high and land softly on one foot the best that I can. Ideally, we would have our hip, knee, and ankle all in a nice straight line and a slight bend in the knee as you land. If this is too much, you could practice this lateral step. So you'll see that I'm still getting in single leg balance by starting on one leg. My hip, knee, and ankle are still stacked. And then I take 1 step, 2 step, and land on one leg again. So you're going to pair one of these 2 variations with incline push-ups. The incline is great if you struggle with push-ups on the floor because it lessens the amount of body weight that we would be pushing up, making the push-up a bit easier. You want to have your wrists underneath your shoulders like I'm doing here, and I like to think of a push-up like a moving plank. So I make sure to engage my abs and glutes, which will actually help me feel stronger in the upper body. Next, we have bodyweight or dumbbell goblet split squats. You're going to start on the floor, tucking your back toes under, slightly leaning your torso forward, and driving down through the front foot to push yourself up. Make sure that you are not overlapping your legs like you're walking on a tightrope. Instead, each leg should essentially be in its own lane. Split squats will be paired with a dumbbell row to chest. You're going to hinge your hips back, keeping your back neutral and relatively flat. Then you're going to extend your arms down until the dumbbells are below your chest, then pull your hands up to the middle of your chest, driving your elbows back to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Next are dumbbell deadlifts. This is a hip dominant movement, meaning there's going to be a greater bend in my hips than there is in my knees. So you're going to put the dumbbell right around the arches of your feet. You'll then push your hips back while keeping your chest upright, meaning if someone was standing in front of you, they'd be able to read the front of your shirt. Keeping your neck in a neutral position, you're going to take in a big inhale through your nose, drive your feet down through the floor, and pull the weight up as you exhale through your mouth and come to a full stand. Dumbbell deadlifts will be superset with standing shoulder presses. For these, you're going to tuck your pelvis under, bringing your belt buckle up to your belly button, and squeeze your ab muscles. Starting with the weights at your shoulders, you're going to exhale as you press your hands up and over your shoulders. For our last two exercises, we have dumbbell tricep kickbacks and Russian twists. For the tricep kickbacks, you're going to hinge at the hips again, keeping your back flat. Curl the weights up to your shoulders, then fully extend your arms back towards the wall behind you, keeping your elbows in tight to your sides and squeezing your tricep as you kick the dumbbells back. For Russian twists, you could do these with weight or no weight. We're going to start with the easiest version of this exercise, which is both feet on the floor. Keeping your lower body stable, you're going to rotate from side to side while keeping your torso upright. To make this more challenging, you could lift one leg up or both legs off of the floor. That's it for this workout, guys. Thank you for following along, and I hope you enjoy it like I did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on those notifications so that you know when the third workout of this program drops. Bye, guys.